Hello and welcome back to Cox Community Connection. Well, we're now going to talk about the American Heart Association and an event that they have coming up at the end of September. Joining me to talk about that is Mitch Mongell and Dina Foster. They are with the American Heart Association. Thank you so much for being my guest today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mitch, let's start with you. Let's talk about the American Heart Association overall. What is the mission of the Heart Association and why is it so important?
Well, there is an overall mission by 2020 that we will reduce heart disease and death by 20%. And although we're on that track, we really need to include the wellness of these heart patients, which we're not completely focused upon by individuals anyways. In fact, heart disease and stroke, it's the number 1 in 4 killers of Americans, men and women throughout our United States. And with children, it's the number 2 killer, and a lot of people don't realize that.
Well, that is interesting. Why is that? Why is it with children that you would see that kind of, because normally people think about with heart disease, you know, being overweight or a smoker, not eating right, taking care of yourself, but with children, why do we see those numbers?
It's mostly through heredity or heart disease as they were born or as a child. The big disabler, though, is truly stroke. It's the number 1 disabler in the United States.
How about here locally? Obviously, you're in healthcare, the CEO of Fort Walton Beach Medical Center. What do we see here locally when it comes to heart disease? Are we pretty consistent with the national average, or a little bit higher or lower?
We have quite a few healthy individuals. We have the military, which is a great benefit. But we do have younger folks receiving life-saving techniques. It's all ages. It doesn't matter whether you're in your 30s, 40s, or 50s. We're seeing those types of debilitating types of strokes and heart attacks, which is a big concern for us.
And so, of course, one of the goals of the Heart Association, I guess, is to bring awareness to these issues?
Yes, and that's what the Heart Walk is all about. It affects all of us. And many times that we get involved once it does affect us. And that's partly one of the reasons I'm here. It's ironic that I was chosen the chair this year. My father passed away at my age that I am today of a massive heart attack. And I didn't put it all together, but this was a calling, and I hope that people listening will be involved with the Heart Walk this year.
Absolutely, and Dina, he just kind of mentioned what the event is at the end of September. It is, of course, the Heart Walk.
It is.
The 2014 Heart Walk. Tell us a little bit about the event, the date, time, and location.
Well, it'll be at Northwest Florida State College. It begins September 27th at 8:30 in the morning. It is a non-competitive 5K. So we encourage people of all fitness levels to participate. It is dog friendly. There will be a shorter route for survivors or those that are unable to do the 5K. It is all participants range from businesses that form teams. We have teams that are formed with businesses of small, large companies. We also are encouraging even civic groups to sign up, form teams, or individuals, family members to form a team to come out and walk and raise money for the American Heart Association for research and education.
I think that was very important too, what you said right at the beginning. It's non-competitive.
Yes.
So anybody can come out,
Yes.
no matter, like you said, their
Right.
fitness level. So I guess y'all are really encouraging just as many people as possible to come out and show their support.
We are. We've been asked if we would consider doing a competitive section, and I think the American Heart Association wants to emphasize all fitness levels, and they want to make this a non-competitive, but it is a 5K, it's a good distance, and so they want to encourage all levels, all ages, for people to participate. There will be the survivors, you can purchase a survivor torch for $25, so there is a portion of the walk that will honor survivors, and this year we will have event baseball caps for a donation of $10. Those are some extra additions this year.
So what do people need to do if they want to sign up? Whether you're an individual, a small business, or an organization of larger size, how do you go about signing up for this event?
Our website, owheartwalk.org, is very friendly. You can access by forming a team, by making an individual donation, and we would encourage everybody to access that website. It gives all the information. Companies can form teams, and then those team members will go out and raise money for the American Heart Association, and they all get together on the 27th and walk. Individuals can form groups of people, raise money, and then come out and walk. So the website would be the first place I would encourage people to visit, and then Inger Alderfer is our local Heart Association representative, and she has a telephone number that I believe you all will display, and you can contact her as well. But I would encourage the website. It's very interactive, friendly. It gives all kinds of information about the local walk as well as the American Heart Association.
Perfect. And if you would, please, we're a little less than a minute left, but give us the date, time, and location
yes,
again,
September
please.
27th at Northwest Florida State College, 8:30 a.m. And again, it's OWHeartWalk.org. I wanted to make sure I said that right.
Absolutely. Perfect. And we'll have that on the screen as well.
Okay, great.
Dina and Mitch, thank you both so much for joining me this morning. I appreciate your time, and good luck with this year's event.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay with us. When we come back, we'll talk about several events going on in Escambia County.